In 2020, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court heard from a family who had lived on their Huntingdon County land since 1976. They fell behind on property taxes. The county auctioned the house, and about 3 months later, they came back with a petition to redeem, ready to pay everything they owed. The answer was no, not because they were too late in some ordinary sense, but because of which county the house sat in. In Philadelphia, an owner in exactly the same position gets 9 months after the auction to reclaim their home. In Huntingdon County, 0. Same state, same tax, same missed payment, 2 completely different endings. That's what this video is about. Why Pennsylvania runs 2 separate tax sale machines, exactly what each one does to a house, and a strange rule at the end that can force a tax sale buyer's home back to auction to pay the old owner. Pennsylvania sorts its 67 counties by class, and that sorting decides which law governs an unpaid tax bill. 65 counties run on the real estate tax sale law, RETSL for short, a statute from 1947 administered by an office called the County Tax Claim Bureau. But the 2 biggest, Philadelphia and Allegheny, home of Pittsburgh, run on a different statute entirely, the Municipal Claims and Tax Liens Act. There, the city files a lien, petitions a court, and the sheriff sells the house. In Philadelphia, monthly, typically the first Tuesday. So before you ask any question about a Pennsylvania tax sale, how long you have, what the buyer gets, whether the sale can be undone, you have to ask which machine you are standing in. Keep that fork in mind, because it decides the question we just saw, whether a lost house can ever come back. Start in a RETSL county. Taxes go unpaid, the Tax Claim Bureau records a claim, and roughly 2 years later, the house reaches its first auction, called the upset sale. The minimum bid is the whole delinquency, every dollar of back taxes, penalties, interest, and costs. But here is the trap that gives the sale its name. An upset sale does not wipe out liens. Say you bid $20,000 on a house carrying a $150,000 mortgage. You now own a house that still owes the bank $150,000. The auction cleared the tax debt and nothing else. That's why upset sales attract so few bidders. Every serious buyer searches the title before raising a hand. If nobody bites, the Bureau petitions the court for a second auction, the judicial sale, and this one, after fresh notice to every lien holder, extinguishes all liens and mortgages. Clean title, more bidders, better prices. And whatever fails at both auctions falls into the county repository, a discount bin where parcels can go for nominal prices. So the ladder runs full price with the baggage attached, then clean title, then the clearance rack. Now, the rule that shocked that Huntingdon family. In most states, losing a house at a tax sale starts a clock, a redemption window in which the owner can still pay up and take the house back. RETSL contains no such clock. The statute lets an owner stop everything by paying before the sale, but once the sale is confirmed, it has nothing left to offer. The MCTLA counties are different. In Philadelphia and Allegheny, an owner gets 9 months after the sale to redeem. In Fouse versus Saratoga Partners, decided in 2020, the family argued that this 2-tier system was unconstitutional. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court disagreed. The legislature is allowed to value finality differently across county classes. So the asymmetry is not a glitch. It is settled law. In 65 counties, every lever an owner has must be pulled before auction day. But if Pennsylvania bolts the redemption door, it leaves the notice window wide open. In 1985, in Tracy versus County of Chester, a sale notice mailed to an old address came back undelivered, and the Bureau sold the property anyway. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court set that sale aside and announced a rule 2 decades ahead of the U.S. Supreme Court. When the mail comes back, you must make a reasonable effort to find the owner before you sell. And Pennsylvania goes further still. RETSL demands 3 separate forms of notice: certified mail, publication, and posting, and everyone must strictly comply. Miss any of them, and the sale is not merely challengeable, it is void ab initio, treated as if it never happened at all. A returned envelope sitting in the Bureau's file is a skeleton key that can unlock an entire sale. The owner's last hope and the investor's biggest title risk are the same doctrine, seen from opposite sides. That leaves one last question. When the auction brings in more than the debt, whose money is the difference? In 2023, in Tyler versus Hennepin County, the U.S. Supreme Court answered 9-0. It belongs to the former owner. Geraldine Tyler owed $15,000. Her condo sold for $40,000, and the county could not keep the $25,000 difference. Pennsylvania barely had to study for that test. Its judicial sale waterfall already ended with the former owner. And its upset sale machinery is stranger, and in a way stronger. When a bid exceeds the debt, the buyer signs a bond for the surplus, and from the day of the deed, that bond binds the sold house itself, like a judgment. Here's the payoff I promised. If the old owner wins judgment on the bond and the buyer fails to pay within 30 days, the house can be sold again, auctioned a second time to make the tax sale buyer pay the old owner. One catch, the strangest clock in any state. The claim may be entered no sooner than 2 years after the sale is confirmed, and no later than 5. So Pennsylvania's tax sale system is a study in trade-offs. It slams the redemption door harder than almost any state, and it polices notice more strictly than almost any state. It returns surplus money secured by a lien on the very house that was sold, then forbids the owner to claim it too soon. There are open edges, too. Surplus left unclaimed after 3 years may be forfeited. And whether that survives Tyler is a genuinely unsettled question. And every parameter here varies by county and can change with the legislature. So treat this as a map of the mechanism, not legal advice. If a real house is on the line, verify locally, ideally with counsel. Thanks for watching. Next time, another state, another machine.